Adam Hawk here with Ryan Engle, and we are both wearing baseball caps today. He's wearing a Dodgers hat, I'm wearing a Mariners hat, and I can tell you right now that if we had a Howie's Market hat, we would both be wearing those.
Should we start making those?
We should.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love Howie's Market, the family-owned boutique grocery store up in San Gabriel, California, part of the 626, the San Gabriel Valley. They are just the best, aren't they, Ryan?
I mean, it doesn't get more authentic, more real, more classic, and more good than Howie's Market.
In fact, I think Howie's Market is changing their slogan to
More good?
Howie's Market, more
good.
I think that's good.
Sure.
That spot was more good.
We're the goodest sponsored podcast of Howie's Market.
Of all time.
Sure.
All right, now that's a spot right there. Like a single-term U.S. president, this podcast has entered its fourth year, and the question now is, will this be the final year, or will there be a second term?
Ooh.
In the words of newsman Kent Brockman, only time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fellowship. My name is Adam Hawk. He is Ryan Engle. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Pards. Are you ready for 2026? Well, you're still clearing your mic. Or, I'm sorry, you're still clearing your throat
No,
into
I'm
the
not.
mic.
I'm not ready. Not ready. It's been a long... Actually, we were talking about it last night. We were over at some family house, and
Who's we?
my family was with my brother's in-laws' family. One of the cousins had a birthday party, kid's birthday party, so we were all hanging out. And we were like, wow, this Christmas break felt like it went on forever, you know?
You think so?
It was a long one. It went by fast, but there was a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I think because, Christmas was on a Thursday this year,
Uh-huh.
so that added to the calendar aspect of it. So... I mean, I'm almost ready to get back to work because you kind of are like, I can only do so many like lazy days in the rain, go to Target, like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It starts to wear on you a little bit.
Interesting. You need a vacation from your vacation.
Well, it's not really, that wasn't really a vacation. It's just time off. Those are two different things.
You're right. You're definitely right. That was time off. And for those that don't live in Southern California, we had probably 10 of the 14 days were rainy.
I saw something, I don't know if it's real, because what can you believe these days?
I know what you can believe.
Well, I'm talking about on the man-made front. Something about so far this year, California's had 8,000% increase in precipitation or water, whatever you want to call it, rain. Seems like a lot, 8,000, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of cats and dogs yesterday, Adam.
Yeah, I don't have any context for 8,000%. I don't even know how to quantify that in my brain.
Neither do I.
There's been a lot of rain
It's a lot.
and a lot of time off, so you spent a lot of time indoors, and you are a great outdoorsman. You are not an indoor guy. People can't pin you down.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I think of you as somebody who is always in motion. You want to be somewhere doing something. I don't think of you as a guy who would say, I've got 5 straight days of rain and a bunch of time off. I can't wait to sit down and read a book.
A lot of that's my wife, and I'm a little bit like that. But truth be told, Adam, I like finding those pockets of laying on the couch, little Homer Simpson time.
Who doesn't?
You know,
You're right.
steak,
Money's too tight for steak.
steak.
Sure, steak. So, did you enjoy the couch time?
I mean, we got a little bit of it. We still managed to. My wife's so good at this. Like, she just, and I think she's just driven because she's a working mom. So when she's not working, she's very motivated and inspired to make sure we just do something with Palmer. Like she's always, sometimes it drives you nuts because you're just like, but in the grand scheme of things, you see the big picture and you're like, this is actually a huge blessing. And so we are always on the move because of that. We went and saw Zootopia 2 with all the cousins.
Highly anticipated sequel, Zootopia 2.
We enjoyed it. I mean, it's like one of those classic modern cartoons where like the kids are entertained, but there's like another level of humor for the adults watching that, my wife and I, we kept looking over each other cracking up. So it was entertaining enough for me, and for a rainy day sitting in a theater, it was good, It was good.
Yeah.
But boy, I'll tell you, popcorn, hell of a drug, that stuff.
Yeah, you can't stop.
You can't stop. You never wanted it in the first place.
Nope.
Smells better than it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
Gets stuck in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute waste of money. Spills everywhere. Popcorn is the worst.
Movie theater popcorn or just popcorn in general?
It has a trance on us. Like, look, if I walk into any men's locker room at any country club across America, and there's a popcorn machine going, I'm filling up a bag.
Yep.
Didn't want it.
Right.
Didn't necessarily enjoy it.
Of course not.
Probably going to go back for a second refill on the way out.
You know it.
Just because it's free. Can you explain popcorn to me? Because I don't understand it.
I don't think that I can, but I will tell you I average 4 to 5 bags a week.
How?
We're a popcorn house.
Are you really? Because my next question was going to be, when was the last time you were in the store and you're down the popcorn line, you're like, should we get some of this for the house? So you guys actually buy the stuff.
Yeah, and the reason being, and I agree with everything you just said, is I have been under the guise, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, that popcorn is a fairly neutral snack food, meaning you can have a bag or half a bag if you're splitting and not suffer the consequences of eating a bag of chips.
Well, it depends on how much of that fake butter, seed oil, saturated fats are dusted all over them.
Yeah, and we typically go for the one that skews more in the healthy, organic, less flavorful direction. And at that point, I think it's a step above biting your fingernails. It's merely to have something in your mouth.
You know what we got the other day? We were trying to, because we couldn't leave on New Year's Eve, and mom and dad were out of town, so we were like, there was a little bit of a brigade going around, like, hey, maybe the president's room, and so we were like, okay, well maybe. And the Monsons were having a party for some of the families that have kids, so the kids could stay up late and the adults could be entertained too. But we weren't going to keep Palmer up. So we were like, we're just going to do our thing over here, and if anyone wants to come over, we'll,
Whoa, a little pause here, please. So you and Ryan Monson, great friends for a long time. Would you call yourself neighbors? How far away do you guys live from each other?
We're like probably a quarter mile.
Quarter mile.
Maybe a little more.
And you guys run in the exact same circle.
Yeah.
And you decided to throw a conflicting party?
Well, no, ours wasn't a party.
Well.
We just told the friend group that the president's room's open because Scotty, my barber, Scotty Capistrano, he was asking about it, but he ended up being sick. So anyways, we just cleaned up the bar a little bit and got some tchotchkes just in case.
What kind of tchotchkes?
I went and got some little dishes and some honey roasted peanuts, some like bar nuts, just to have there.
Planters?
Boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, popcorn sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cold beer and some honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking major crunch.
Yeah, a lot of jaw clicking.
A lot of jaw clicking.
That's fantastic. Did anyone show?
Steve and Mary Taylor with their newborn baby, and we celebrated the new year. Katie Kai got to hold baby Jane.
Nice.
So she was super stoked on that.
Wonderful. Did you abstain from smoking cigarettes or cigars with a newborn baby in the bar?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we blew it right in her face. No, just kidding. When they showed up, we went back inside to the living room and kind of pulled the tobacco out of her face.
Did you get any noisemakers?
No.
So when you say tchotchkes, did you get any tchotchkes or?
No, I meant tchotchkes like we got some like snacks and ice and just stuff to be prepared, mixers.
You let the podcast audience know for Christmas you received the very thoughtful gift of bar cushions. Did those come
Game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer.
You can really drop anchor now.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we had those cheap, every new chain restaurant that has a patio gets those same metal bar stools and patio furniture. They come in every color, known to man. You know them if you saw them.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, those are the bar stools we have in the bar, and it's metal on ass, and not a good combo.
Cold metal too.
Cold metal on ass. Now, nice little firm upholsterated cushion.
Love it. I don't know if upholsterated is a word.
Sounded good to me.
But it is now. The pressing question of today is, as I look at my John Candy Casio digital watch, it is Monday, January 5th. Is your Christmas decor down?
Yeah, we got it all. It's all down.
Great. Good to hear.
Still need to get that stuff up in the rafters that we kind of got sidetracked yesterday. But
with the inclement weather, have you been able to do your annual Christmas tree burn?
No.
No burn
Dude,
yet.
our tree is still... It's in the backyard, laying on its side.
Greener than it's ever been.
Greener than it's ever been. Dude, we cracked the code. If you're going to get a real Christmas tree...
A Douglas fir.
You go right... We get a Noble. You go right the day before Thanksgiving. Right when they get those things off the truck. Clean cut. Put them in water. We didn't have a pine needle on the ground. Like, the thing didn't dry out at all. It's so saturated because it didn't sit out there all sad in the lot for 2 weeks while you're like, don't get it early because they'll dry out. Absolute backwards thinking. You get it right away, put that bitch in water, and let her drink. That's how it works.
I like it.
We learned it. I learned that.
I want to say, as the new year begins,
Sure.
Massive shout out of a lifetime to cigarette smokers. I especially love the cigarette smokers in early January because, to me, everyone's running around
acting like they're changing
with their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to read books. And John Q. Cigarette Smoker is literally blowing smoke.
Happy New Year!
He is blowing smoke at your New Year's resolutions. And when you look at John Q. Cigarette Smoker, you're thinking to yourself, there's a little bit of disgust. Like, sir, are you not even going to feign interest in trying to quit this habit?
No.
Are you even going to pretend for the first couple of days like you might be on the wagon? Not at all.
No, he went from reds to lights.
Yeah.
God bless him for it. 120s to 100s and 3 packs to 2.
Right.
Making big those are realistic changes. So.
I just love the cigarette smoker in the beginning of the year because it is so defiant. It is such a middle finger to what everyone subscribes to of this holistic change, and he's out there just huffing and puffing away.
Yep.
Nothing's different. And we have what I refer to as a neighborhood cigarette smoker. He's a guy that comes out to the street 10 to 12 times a day, rips a dart, and, some people don't really like having
Does he
it.
put it out in a pothole?
I don't know. Probably. Some people don't like having a neighborhood cigarette smoker. I love it because he is a human surveillance camera.
Oh, yeah. That guy, there's nothing that goes by that neighborhood without John Q. Smoker knowing about it.
He's seen it all.
Yeah.
And by the way, John Q. Cigarette Smoker loves to tell it all, too.
Oh, yeah.
If you park your car next to the smoker, he's like, do you want to hear the latest? And of course
you could be walking your trash can out, and he could turn around, take a look at you, pull a drag, and just look you down from head to toe, find something to talk about, and then just go, I had those slippers once.
Yep.
Comfy. Have a good one.
Yep. I love him. Our guy's name is Kevin, and I love Kevin. He has the lowdown on everything. He laughs at the Nextdoor app. He thinks ring cams are a joke. He is a human ring cam. He is a human Nextdoor app, and I love him for it. So I guess lastly on cigarette smokers, I've always been a fan and a friend of the cigarette smoker. I think they are branded the exact opposite of what they really are. Everyone says the cigarette smoker has no willpower. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone in the world is yelling at these people and saying, get 25 feet away from a door.
Yeah.
You smell horrible. I hate you. You need to quit. And the cigarette smoker just lights up and says, I think I'll keep going.
I love when they push the health aspect of it onto us. Like that video that Jimmy posted of me and got quite a bit of traction. We talked about it the other week. Some of the negative comments that came in throughout its tenure were like, oh, cool guy, enjoy the emphysema you're going to get when you die. And it's like, well, first of all, that's very rude to say.
Yes, it is.
Secondly, stay out of my health care, please.
Yeah.
Right? And thirdly, you don't care if I die or not.
That is
so what are we
correct.
talking about?
Yeah.
You don't care about me at all. So shut your mouth, dude.
Right.
I'm just trying to dodge these bullets and enjoy a little tobacco on
That's
the
right.
side.
And I'm not even a cigarette smoker. I just I'm a fan of the cigarette smoker.
You wish you were, though. You look out those blinds when you lean over the side of your TV and you see Kevin out there and you go, man, would I love to just go take a drag with that.
Yeah, and talk shop.
Yeah.
Cigarette smokers love to talk shop.
They just talk shop. And it's always the shop you want to talk.
Always.
It's not the flapjacking.
No. The yarn spinning.
No. It's like
it's the good horse hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do this every year. I've listened to the last couple of episodes, our first Monday back in January. We always do New Year's resolutions. And beyond giving New Year's resolutions, we always look back at the ones from the year before and we grade ourselves. It's kind of a tradition that we've got going on here. Are you man enough to hear what your New Year's resolutions were from last year, 2025, and then grade yourself the way we've been doing the last couple of years?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm man enough.
All right. Your first resolution from last year was to surf more and lift more weights in an effort to get more physically and mentally healthy. Did you surf more and did you lift more weights?
Technically, you could say yes. Because when you're starting from the bottom, you don't have... But, so yes. Answer, yes. Grade, I'd go C-.
C-.
I want to say this. Throughout the halfway point of the year, although I didn't surf as much as I wanted to, I definitely was on the exercise kick with my little prison yard exercise strategy. I give myself a B+ for that first half of the year, and then I completely fell off.
Yeah.
So, look, it is what it is. That's my grade. I liked how we didn't do the grade first because it sounded better when I could just say yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Your second resolution from last year was get closer to God.
A+.
Nice.
A+. But what's great about that is, although it's an A+, because it's coming from a lower denomination too, so much room.
Always.
So much room.
Journey's never done.
So, yeah, I'm not taking this A+ grade and celebrating. It's an inspiring kick in the pants kind of an A+.
Sure. Your third and final resolution, and you said everything you were going to do last year was going to point to this resolution. It wasn't third on your priority. It was actually number one on your priority, was to make your bride the most important thing in your life.
Yep. I think I have my priorities skewed.
Okay.
Because for me to do that the most effectively, or to be most effective in doing that, I have to do right with the big man first.
Yeah.
So
I hate that term.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So it's like big dog,
Sure.
queen bee, baby,
Yeah.
business.
How about that?
That's the, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I had the right intentions. I just didn't know how to do all that. And, there were some ups and downs, but kind of finished with a bang this year, and looking forward to continuing the journey. Because you know what? This whole, that section's over, let's start another section. It's a lot more fluid than that. I know Ryan Seacrest drops the ball on everyone, but there's really no start and end. It's all happening. You know what I mean? So
That was a really unexpected and great reference right
Yeah.
there. I love that.
So
And thanks for relitigating those resolutions. I wholeheartedly agree. There's no start or end. It is fluid. It just continues. And actually, it's very odd that we have a new year in the dead of winter.
yeah,
There's no seasonal change. It's just it was cold and wet yesterday, and it's cold and wet today.
yeah.
So
yeah,
I agree with you.
So I don't really subscribe too much to that, but I do like the goal aspect
Yeah.
of this New Year's thing.
Yeah, I do too. I love the goal aspect. I love striving for improvement. And let's revisit my resolutions from last year. A lot less earnest than yours. My 2025 New Year's resolutions were, in no particular order, play more tennis.
Check.
I set out to play tennis 8 times in 2025. I ended up playing 42. Once a week for almost the entire year.
It's almost like you have an addictive personality. Isn't that crazy? Wild.
Wow.
Yeah. Playing tennis while he should have been buying Christmas presents.
Resolution number 2. By the way, we listened to the podcast on the way up to Los Osos.
Oh, great. Isn't it wild?
My family really enjoys you as the co-host.
Does she?
My family.
Them.
My wife
Sorry,
and
sorry.
my
I
daughter.
thought we were just talking about Mina time.
Yeah. No, she also loves that her first and last name to you now is Mina
Mina
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter calls my wife now Mina time.
You love to hear that.
My daughter also quotes you quoting Shay Tredewick, and every single time someone in the house says, "Good for you," she goes, "Good for you."
That's great.
It's classic. It's
Yeah.
absolutely classic. But being called out for having my priorities out of whack and going and crashing a golf cart, and after playing a round of golf and being gone all day instead of Christmas shopping, really makes Mina time feel seen and validated.
I love that.
Also, they got a kick out of the fact that you will not let the proper noun of the name of the town, Los Osos, slide without saying
Los Osos.
Los Osos. So that was said on the trip about 1,000 times.
Los Osos.
Los Osos.
Never been, but sounds great.
It's an impossible 2 words to say together without
Los Osos.
Los Osos. Anyway, so my second resolution was to stop eating ice.
What a dumb one.
I give myself an F- on that.
You ate ice.
All year. Can't stop. Cannot stop eating ice.
Why?
It's a oral fixation problem.
No.
It's horrible.
Addictive personality. Huh?
Addictive personality, yes. By the way, the tennis grade is an A+++++. Stop eating ice is an F-. Practice the piano. We put a piano in our house Christmas last year, 2024. So I had all of 2025 to play. I probably sat behind the piano 15, 20 times.
That seems like a lot.
If you're practicing an instrument and trying to get better, that
It's
is
not.
not even close to enough. So, yeah, I give myself a D+ on that. About all I did well was play tennis more. Let's get to your resolutions for this year. I asked you to prepare 3 more.
Yeah. Number 1 is the priority what would you call it? The priority sequence structure?
Yes. Yeah, I like
God,
that.
wife, daughter, business. And in that order.
Yeah, perfect.
You know what I mean?
Perfect. Yep.
Again, we're gonna repeat from last year, and we're gonna get fit. We're gonna get fit this year. Yeah.
You and I
it's gonna be a
have
big
been
fitness. It's gonna be a big fitness year.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about it.
You and I have been saying this for a long time.
It's the most amazing year to get fit.
Yep.
And there's incredible people fit out there, and
We're looking into getting fit.
We're looking into it. And it's incredible how good you can feel when you're fit. So I'm looking forward to getting fit.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing being fit. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Priority sequence, then getting fit. What's your third and final?
I know this is part of the number one sequence, but it's basically has to do with my work and making sure that my work is fulfilling in the right ways and projecting in the right ways. And so it's kind of it's hard to explain, but essentially it's just a strategy to reshuffle the effort in and the projection out of what my work is, and being more proud of the process and the outcome. So
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah. You want more fulfillment out of what you do for a vocation? More spiritual fulfillment?
Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't have to be just like that. It's kind of like, it's such a I don't know. It's hard to articulate, but I know what it is. I just don't know how exactly to go about it and kind of explain it yet.
Can I give you some encouragement?
Yeah, please.
So one could argue that you don't know what it is if you can't explain it. I'm not going to argue that. I'm going to say one could argue that. And I've had big, broad ideas that I know make sense in my head, but if someone were to say, hey, we're on an elevator for 90 seconds, tell me what that idea is, a.k.a. the elevator pitch, I probably couldn't do it. In fact, I would struggle to figure out where to start. So in an effort to help you better understand what it is and to refine a broad idea into something tangible that you can take action on, I would encourage you for a week or two or however long it takes to write down what this idea is.
Well,
over and over again.
Thank you for that. Part of the reason why I can't really get to the bottom of it right here on the spot is because I'm about 3/4 of the way done with a book I'm reading, and finishing this book is going to help me get to the punchline, so to speak, of what the hell it is I'm talking about.
Yeah. I hope it's a bottom line and not a punchline.
Yeah, it's a bottom line.
Okay.
But it's Every Good Endeavor by Tim Keller, and it's about, making your work more righteous, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so I need to get through that to kind of have the clearest understanding of what my objective is, the direction, execution, all that shit.
Love it.
Can't really describe it yet.
Sounds great, and that's awesome. My 3 resolutions for 2026: read 12 books, one a month. Hopefully I can do that.
You read that book I gave you yet?
I'm on it right now.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Living Fearless. Jamie Winship. That will be the first book I complete. One a month. And then this is going to probably draw a whole lot of critique and punchlines from you, but I want to cook at least one meal a week for my family. Yep. I have taken my eye off of the ball when it comes to contributing to dinner time.
You have to use your hands and fingers to cut things.
Yeah, I used to do this a lot.
Okay, what's your give me 4 dishes you could just we're on a men's retreat, you're in the kitchen, you're in charge. Give me 4 dishes. What are you making?
Hamburgers. That would be number 1, would be going to the grill and cooking up some burgers.
Are you just taking ground beef, forming them in patties and throwing them on? You're not sprucing them up with anything?
I would say it's even less work than that because the patties are already formed.
You buy the circles.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bubba Burgers.
That's not cooking, that's heating up.
You'll never bite a burger like a Bubba Burger. That's their tagline.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one?
We make like real burgers.
Great. Yeah. The second meal I would make would be carne asada.
So you buy the pre-season packaged stuff, lay that on same said grill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then for the sides for the carne asada, are you whipping up anything fresh or just like opening plastic tubs of stuff that's already made for you?
No, so with the side for the carne asada, I will cut up zucchini and yellow squash and saute those in a pan and then do a little homemade guac.
Okay.
And some corn tortillas on the side.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not that expensive, but it's good.
Okay.
And the burgers the kids love. No big deal there.
Yeah, we talked about the burgers.
Yeah.
3 and 4?
I don't know if I have a 3 and 4.
I knew that when the burgers came back up, I was like, oh, he's lost. He's lost it, folks. He's in an aisle in the market that he's never been in before going, where the shit? Where is everything in this place? This fucking thing sucks.
I have to admit to myself over and over and over again that there is just so much I don't know. And basic things, too, that I don't know. And
it's crazy. Like, how would you learn stuff?
Well, I think you learn by being naturally curious and hopefully being surrounded by people who foster that curiosity instead of make fun of it. So I think
research helps, too.
Yeah, it helps, but I like John Q. Cigarette Smoker, the human surveillance camera versus Google. So I'd rather go to you and say, what's a great, easy meal I could make after walking through the Stater Brothers.
Stater Brothers. I love it.
Yeah.
Love Stater Brothers.
So I need to cook one meal a week. I need to take this off of...
You need to find a cookbook for dummies. Just go on Amazon, find a fucking cookbook, buy it, and learn how to cook.
Mm-hmm. When my grill was up and running, I was contributing to the meals, but it has since gone the way of the dodo. It's a cheap grill from Lowe's, one of those.
And they won't deliver a new one because you're renters?
No, I can just go get one. I just haven't got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As a nice callback to the washing machine. One of your resolutions should be explain the inside jokes on the podcast.
No, that's what's... I mean, look. Our audience is all people who know us and are close to us anyway, so they get the joke.
Third and final resolution, I need to get to 185 pounds by March 15th for a couple of reasons.
That sounds like an unhealthy amount of weight loss for that amount of time. Have you consulted with your doctor about that?
Let me do it right now. Doc, what do you think?
Yeah. You going peptides or are you actually going to work for it?
I'm going to work for it.
Sure. Think about all that tennis and skipping shopping that you would have cut down the LBs. Are you playing doubles? You're not running around the ball enough?
It is doubles.
Oh, I knew it was doubles. Maybe you got to switch to singles. Get the knees going.
I want to play singles. No one in the group wants to play singles with me.
Why?
Because they are used to the doubles and they like the doubles. My one pal, Brian Maxwell, we went out and played singles once. It was so much fun. You hit the ball obviously twice as much as you do when you play doubles. You hit different shots. You cover different parts of the court. And we had a great time. And he said afterwards, yeah, I don't know if I can do that again. And he beat me. He's better than me at tennis. And I want to keep playing him at singles. But we end up just playing doubles, which is still fun, but it's not the workout it could be. But I might be backpacking through Catalina in March, a 4-day backpacking trip that covers the entire island through the mountains.
So you're trying to get fit for that?
That's one of the reasons. And then the other reason is for the first time in 20 years, was in a photograph over the break without a shirt on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Do you know how fast March is coming up?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, dude.
Yep.
Good for you. That sounds like a great goal to set.
Yep. Now, on more serious notes, more earnest notes, I discussed this with the group of people I was in Los Osos with.
Los Osos?
Yes. I want to make 2026 a year where I talk a lot less.
So you're quitting the podcast?
Nope. The pod is therapeutic. It's good. It's you and me speaking and having a good time and carrying on our
Yarn
friendship.
spinning.
Shooting the breeze. Horse hockey, gum flapping.
Jacking.
Yep. All the above. But I'm a person that does not use words efficiently. I'm a rambler. I'm a ranter.
Can't talk right now.
That's your brother, Sean. I wish I was like him.
I know, me too. God, he gets away with everything.
Yep. I could expand on it more, but I won't. But I need to be a listener more than a speaker.
Huh? What?
And then the other one is, and you're going to hate this one.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to hate this one.
Okay.
All right. This won't work for the listening audience, unfortunately, but I'll fill in the blanks here in a second. I'm going to show you an app on my phone and then get your reaction, and then I'll tell people what you just looked at, okay?
Sure.
Right. Lower left-hand corner. You see it? Okay.
Okay. You're sober 3 days in a few hours. Good one. You quit.
I am planning on... I'm acting and operating as if I might never have another drink.
Okay.
Yeah. Came to this conclusion while on vacation and just was weighing the pros and cons of drinking alcohol. There are a lot of pros. It's a fun thing to do. Tastes good, fun to go out to bars, fun to have great, funny conversation with friends, fun to cut loose, fun to celebrate, fun to do all that stuff. I don't like how I feel afterwards when I wake up, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. For someone that has anxiety, hangovers are torture for anxiety. It's like dumping gasoline on the fire. And then for someone who's leading a family and is lower middle class, I don't think spending... Wow, am I putting you to sleep?
Yeah. Keep going. You got any more of those coffee pouches, dude?
Boy, there is nothing like spilling your heart out to someone yawning.
Yeah, well, I hope you find what you're looking for. It sounds great. We'll see you back on the wagon in a couple months.
That would be off the wagon, but point well taken. Anyway, I'm not promising that I won't have another drink. I'm saying I'm going to operate right now as if I'm not.
I heard your roundabout way of being able to skip out of your commitment.
Commitment to what?
Just the way you put you're an amazing writer, so you knew how to, from a legal standpoint, throw it out there in a way that if you do come back on the wagon,
off. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
I do. Yeah. I speak Ryanese. Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
One of the few. Anyway. We'll see how that goes. I think there will be a lot of benefits, health, mentally and physically. I think there will be great financial benefits to it. And I do wonder, let's talk about this for 2 minutes before we move on to something lighter. Do you ever wonder about the repercussions, because I do, and I'm not projecting this onto you, of your children, in your case child, seeing you with a drink in hand constantly? Do you ever think about that?
No, because she doesn't see me with a drink in hand constantly.
Wonderful. Okay.
But I get the point.
Yeah.
Look, like... Everyone's got a different makeup, path, deal. Obviously, I've seen it firsthand. We all have friends who just certain recipes don't mix well with them, and it's obvious. And those are the kind of people that find out they're lactose intolerant. Stay away from the milk, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you know it's for the better, because last thing you need is bubble guts and diarrhea all the time. That's not fun in a social atmosphere. So, you make sure that there's no milk at the party for those guys, and you support them to it. Now, not all of us are lactose intolerant, so it's like, obviously, there are people who get crippled socially. They either get angry, they're bad drunks, they get in fights, they do stupid, like they go too hard, they can't stop. Like it's just some people can't handle it, and like those are obviously whatever. But I mean, a guy like yourself who already sucks so hard socially, for one, you don't show up, and then when you do, it's like the last thing that we hope for is that we get Shooter Guns McGee having dirty martinis and acting like a lightweight, and like we get some good laughs out of it, and you rub the wooden pecker of the Tiki Man and Luau Larry's, and just all these just classic moments. And it's like we can't get you to come hang enough, and then when we do, we expect to at least get something good out of it. Now you're telling me that we're not even going to get that, so it's like, I don't know. I hope the best for you, but maybe just, leave your lactose intolerant self elsewhere. You know what I mean?
I so appreciate that you're the only person in the world who would ever give that response to someone saying they're contemplating quitting drinking, which is essentially.
Well, I'm joking around because,
of course,
you obviously you don't have a problem, and what you said sounds great and stuff. But we'll see you back off the wagon.
Yeah. I was having lunch with a friend yesterday, and I was explaining to him how there are certain people in your life that you can have certain conversations with. And you came up in this conversation, and I said, I spilled my guts out on the podcast about having crippling anxiety a couple of years ago, and I went through and detailed it all and like why it affects me and how I'm trying to get over it. And when I was done with my spiel, Ryan looked into my eyes and said into the microphone, "Look yourself in the mirror and get over it, dude." Pull your pants up, tighten your belt, and move on.
Great advice. Great advice.
Yeah. Same guy say, "Hey, I might contemplate quitting alcohol." Oh, really? Because that sucks for us because you're already so bad in social situations.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get the worst.
Now you're robbing us even more. Like
Right.
it's just more robbery.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Apologize for that.
Apology accepted.
Can I get some highlights from this last week or weekend?
Man, great having my brother and his family in town.
Sean Engle.
That was basically the highlight for all of us. My mom, since my dad died, has gone through it, and but she's hanging in there, hanging tough, and she never was a big eater, and she's so tiny now, and she just doesn't eat much. But we all went to sushi, went down to Genkai and Dana Point, had like I don't even know how many, all of my brothers. 4 kids, them, us, and we just blew the place out. And my mom was trying stuff left and right, and I think she was just so happy to see me and Sean together, just giggling, having a few pops.
Sean and I.
And so seeing my mom, seeing how happy she was that night and getting out of her shell, that was a huge highlight for me. And then we played, was it Christmas Day that we played on the Gill? I can't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't with you on Christmas Day.
I know, but we talked about it. Anyways, I think it was...
There's no way you played golf on Christmas Day.
I think it was the 26th. Anyways, played El Niguel. It was right after it rained, so we had to walk. And just the whole family playing golf out there was really cool. My my nephew Trenton, we call him Cousin Trenton because Palmer just loves her cousins. It's like, are we going to see the cousins today? Mm-hmm. So the whole break has been chasing down the cousins and hanging out because she doesn't get to see them often. And she's finally that age where they're all just bros, And but Trenton's 13. He's tall as me now. Kid's got a size 12 foot, beautiful swing, playing. He still needs to learn a lot about the game of, course management, decision making and stuff to lower his score, but the bones that's there is pretty fun to watch. And so I got to play golf with him on that Christmas Day, and then I invited him to play in the Gillis group on Wednesday at Muni, and had to wake him up super early, little outside his comfort zone, bring him down there, show him that whole world, that motley crew of all ages and walks of life in our Wednesday group. And we play a little gross skins game. The kid won a skin.
Nice.
And he was just, I got to mentor him a little bit, but in a really fun uncle way, and that was a big highlight too. But ultimately, just it was just nice to be off and with the family and doing stuff, and we had the best Christmas as a family. We all kind of have been poking around at it, and it was just it was a really good one.
That's
so
great to hear.
Yeah, a lot of family time.
Wonderful highlights. I want to talk to you about Trenton before I give my highlights. So for those that don't know, how old is Trenton?
13.
13 years old. He is the son of your younger brother, Sean. You and Sean carried on the legacy of your grandfather, TK Lycan, with the Nation Desert Classic. The Lycan Scramble ran from 73 to 03, 30 years. You went to the last 7 or 8?
Well, technically it's 73 to 02. That's 30 years.
Got it. And then you and Sean attended the last couple.
Mm-hmm.
Then you carried it on with the Nation Desert Classic starting in 07. And then this past Nation Desert Classic, the 17th annual out at Indian Wells Country Club in 2025, some 8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Young Trenton Engle stepped in as a replacement team captain and then hit the honorary first tee shot.
Yeah, that was a big moment.
Very, very cool moment. And he was the star of the show at the Classic last year, which was awesome. And then you're riding around in a cart with him at Muni this year. He is a really good player and has even won a tournament.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of little junior events in Idaho. Yeah.
How do you balance the advice you give him about becoming a better player and then about becoming a better person to play with? Because there's this needle that needs to be thread of super talented, good jock, and then guy that is enjoyable to be around.
That's a good question. I mean, look, I know my role with him when it comes to the game because my brother's more swing guy. You know, he has like a really good swing. He's a great ball striker. His fundamentals are super solid, so he's got that covered with Trenton. So I don't even go into any of that shit. I give him advice just like, hey, don't work on that right now. Just play your game. Just hit the ball, like see target. I'm more teaching him like the game, like mental state, letting things go. Don't worry about that. Hit the next one. Like you're doing good, kid. You're keeping your emotions in check. Stuff like that. I'm just trying to teach him that, like the camaraderie, getting him to cut a little more loose, find the love of it. The best advice I gave him this week was like after the round, and I took my 20% of his winnings because I paid for his buy-in. I was like, well, here's your last lesson, kid. And I meant it. This was like a real heart-to-heart moment I had with him. I said, I've been playing golf my whole life, and I always was jealous that I was jealous of others because I wasn't able to like pursue the competitive path when I was younger because I was so into basketball and surfing that like there just wasn't enough time to have a third one. So I only got to play in bits of that. But what I saw growing up is everyone that I mistakenly was envious of that got to pursue that competitive path of golf, none of them love it as much as I do now. And I told him, I was like, look, competitive golf is cool, but what you don't want to do is let it burn you out. Like, it's good, it's fun to do good, but if your entire mantra is based on that emphasis of just focusing on performance, results, all that stuff, your candle's gonna burn out and you're gonna lose the love. I was like, you gotta always keep the love of the game ahead of anything else, because the whole point of this, like, look at me, look at your grandpa, like Grandpa Kurt, look at my dad before he passed, my grandpa that taught us. They played their entire life. And most guys who go the competitive route, whether it's like high school, college, after that, pro, whatever, they're all kind of grumpy and serious and burnt, and like they can't go out there and just like they can't accept having a double bogey and laughing it off and slapping each other in the ass. You know what I mean? They're just not that guy. And so I was trying to tell him, like, you know, keep your love of the game first and just let everything else go. And then it was funny. He instantly told me the story of playing in this tournament, how good this one guy was playing with him, and how he hit it to, you know, inches on every hole, and he shot 4 under in like a kids tournament. And he was like, he was so much better than that. And like, he had this $1,000 putter and this and that. And I was just like, oh man, I'm just out here just whatever, like having fun. And like, I'm just stoked to be here. And so like, definitely, I can see it working on him. And look, if he has that mentality, he's just going to do better in the results anyways. Because when you're young and you're forcing it and you're so scared to fail and you're just like so serious, or you make a mistake and you carry that on for the next 3 shots, you're not doing yourself any service. So, so yeah, I was trying to give him more like, you know, my style golf advice, and hopefully the two of us can blend a perfect combo, you know?
Yeah. I was really hoping to have a yawn hit me during that.
Yeah.
As a little payback.
Yeah.
For when I was getting
Too
serious
bad.
about quitting drinking, and you're
bad.
getting serious about your nephew. Because what you said was beautiful, and I was hanging on every word, but man, it would have been nice to have yawned through that. So you could feel what it was like.
Yeah.
Highlights from my last week/weekend. I was in Los Osos.
Los Osos.
It is a very, very, very sleepy town just west of San Luis Obispo. It is southern Central Coast, California. It is a town that is mere minutes from the Pacific Ocean. It's beautiful. It's like Pacific Northwest geography right up against California beaches. And this time of year, it's green, it's blue, it's gray, and those are my favorite pastels in the sky and in the horizon. So,
Sure.
love this place. Love this place. My highlights after going for a 3rd straight year would be the backyard personal schwitz. The house that we stay at has a schwitz, and it's a wooden barrel schwitz that fits 2 people, and there's a glass door on it. And the glass door just, I can see your wheels spinning for a joke. I'm excited to hear it.
No, I'm not going to.
No. I'll keep going.
No, keep going.
No, I'd love to hear the
No,
joke.
you don't want to hear it.
I can see it in your eyes when you're thinking of a joke. Because when you're nodding along with me, smiling, I'm like, he's never given a genuine reaction to something I'm saying. He's smiling. You have that Norm Macdonald look.
Yeah.
Of, I'm about to burn
What
this
a great
guy.
comic. Norm
Yes.
Macdonald.
But the backyard Schwitz has a glass door on it, and it just
So it's like a sauna?
yeah,
Okay.
and it just looks out into this backyard, which is just ferns and lilies and trees, and you feel like you're in the middle of a tree stump, sweating it out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. I enjoyed that. On New Year's Day, we did the polar plunge.
Ooh, in the ocean? Or
Yeah.
the lake?
The ocean. So we went up to Cayucas. It's a town 15
Is
minutes.
that where you got your photo with your shirt off?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's the Michelin man over there?
Don't insult the Michelin man like that.
Oh, man.
So Jimmer and I went out there with our wives and our kids, but we were the only ones that ran into the ocean. Probably 1,500 to 2,000 people on this tiny beach in Cayucas, California, and they do the countdown, and then everyone sprints out. We had the wherewithal to move to the front of the pack because everybody in the back had to wait minutes to get in, and then you're kind of just standing in ankle-deep, ice-cold water. So we just booked it out there, dove in, came back. There was like a drum circle. It was very, very cool, a lot of energy. And then
Like a protest afterwards? You march around and set Maduro free.
oh my gosh, dude. I want it stricken from the record that I was even here for that political joke. I am not here on video. I want all of this scrubbed. There was no protest.
Thomas, that's staying, dude. That's
I
staying.
can stay,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
staying.
want it all. None of this is admissible in court. I
Yeah.
was not here for any of this.
Sure.
I don't co-sign for or against anything my partner said. I don't do politics.
It was funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah,
I will
that's
give you
all.
that.
That's all that matters.
There was
it
no.
was funny.
There was no protest. Okay,
Yeah,
it was.
sounded pretty protesty to me when the drum circle. And
You aren't you a former wannabe Rasta?
I'm totally
guy?
joking.
It was a good time. And then my last highlight from that trip is we went to a little restaurant for Italian food the night before New Year's, and I decided to ask the local high school server what happens here for New Year's.
Was she hot?
He was not. Well, he might have been to somebody, but not to me. It was just a.
How long you been going to college here?
He was back home.
More red wine, please.
This gentleman was back home for the winter break. He said he went to college in Santa Barbara, I believe. So not too far south from where we were. Anyway, I asked him, what happens here for New Year's? Because we've been to Los Osos the last couple of years. Los Osos, but never for New Year's. And so I said, what happens here? Any fireworks, any festivals, anything? He's like, no. And I think you should ask Chat GPT what to do for New Year's in Los Osos. And I was dumbfounded. This generation's answer to real life questions is ask Chat GPT, and he was dead serious. Like, why would he, the local, know what happens on New Year's? Go ask the robot. And he was serious. I'm a guy that likes to go out and cross the street to John Q. Smoker and ask him the 411, and this guy likes to ask Chat GPT.
Yeah. That's weird.
It was very weird. And I just said, all right, well, thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks for nothing. Good meal, though. Nice kid, but crazy what's happening to this generation. I want to empty the clip real quick on some hangover notes.
Okay.
In cleaning out my house before Christmas and getting rid of clothes, I went to the Buffalo Exchange. If you know, it's a secondhand store where you can actually sell clothes. They will make you cry by insulting you, making you believe that everything you've ever picked out and worn in your life is the most heinous thing in the world, and how dare you bring it into the Buffalo Exchange to sell. And then the stuff that they do buy, they pay pennies on the dollar for.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've been to the Buffalo Exchange with Dandy Del Mar in tow, and it's the second time I received a unbelievable compliment from these horrible
people,
snooty workers.
Yeah.
And this person, it was a girl, said, oh my gosh, these Dandy Del Mar pieces are beautiful. How did you get them? How do you know this brand? You know, because I guess Dandy's got some underground kind of clout, you know?
Sure.
And I said, well, one of my very good friends is the designer and co-owner, and she's married to my best friend. Oh my gosh, you know the people that do Dandy? And I was like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
So that got me a lot of street cred.
$1.
Yeah. That got me a lot of street cred, but I just want to throw that out there. Please tell your wife that
Oh, sure.
Buffalo Exchange loves Dandy. Did you, over the break, have the Grinch meal at McDonald's?
What's that?
It's no longer there, but for Christmas, McDonald's did a Grinch meal.
Didn't know. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it was a Big Mac that came with fries, and the fries came with a bag called a shaker bag, and they came with dill seasoning salt. So you put the fries in the bag and the seasoning salt in the bag and shake them up, and you get green seasoned fries. And they come with socks, Grinch socks, as your adult toy. Socks.
Mickey D's is losing it.
Now, it is served, or at least it was served to me, in a giant box the size of a present. It is quite literally
You got one.
an adult Happy Meal. I got one because I am a sucker
For McRondogs?
for a gimmick meal.
Yeah.
When KFC released the Double Down, which was 2 deep-fried chicken breasts instead of bread with 2 pieces of bacon and 2 pieces of cheese between it as the filler, I had to go try a Double Down and loved it.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
It's like county fair food. The McRib is a gimmick meal. Love that. Mexican pizza and nacho fries at Taco Bell, gimmick food.
Yeah.
Love it. I at least have to try the gimmick once. So I went and tried the gimmick Grinch meal. And the dill pickle Grinch fries were just fine. But what it made me realize as I was pulling out of the McDonald's was I'm really glad that I don't have snobby food taste, because there are things in this world where you can have higher end taste, but it doesn't cost you any extra money to have high end taste for it. For example, if you go see an Oscar nominated picture in the theater, or you go see a piece of crap animated kids movie, and I'm not saying the one you saw was a piece of crap, Zootopia, but any piece of crap movie, it's the same price. But if you go to LG's for food or you go to McDonald's for food, major difference. So you can afford to be a snob when it comes to music and movies and art, and it's the exact same price as if you like the bad stuff. But if you like good food, if you're a food snob, if that's where you're a snob, or a car snob, that's where it gets expensive. It doesn't cost more to like movies and music. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cost effective to eat poor.
Yes. And the Grinch meal was
Poor.
it was fine.
Actually, McDonald's isn't poor anymore. That's like middle class.
Yeah.
Those prices there.
$12.06 after tax for a Big Mac. I was talking to my buddy, and he said, he asked me this, do you feel like everywhere you go and everything you do and everything you buy is a ripoff right now?
Yep.
Is there a single transaction you make during the day where you feel like you're getting good value?
In and out.
Yeah. But
That's about
besides,
it.
yeah, it's hard to not feel like every time you're turning over your money, you're turning over more money than you should be.
The supermarket's out of control.
Yeah. Everywhere is out of control.
You get 3/4 a sack of groceries. That's $85.
Right.
Whereas back in the day, you could fill a cart up for $100.
Final thought. I work at a place that has a lot of, I think they're called Gen Z.
Sure.
Yes, Gen Z folks. Young people that they don't know how to do things that you and I grew up doing. And
It's like the Lost Boys and Peter Pan.
yeah, it's very interesting. But it really came to a head when I was working with an intern last week before Christmas, and they did not know how to fold a letter. They had printed something from the printer and needed to put it in an envelope and didn't know how to fold it. And the question that this person asked me was, do I just cut under where the text ends so it fits in the envelope? Meaning you've got an 8x11 piece of paper, the text is taking up half of it. He thought the answer was to cut the paper, physically cut the paper in half so it would fit in the envelope. So I had to show him how to tri-fold an 8x11 so it fits in an envelope. Didn't know how to fold a letter, thought the solution was to cut under the text to make it small enough to fit.
You should have just told him to chat GPT it.
Yeah, I should have. Gosh darn it. And on that
note,
why don't you sign
we're
us
gonna
off?
We're gonna chat GPT our asses out of here.
Thank you so much for listening. We will talk to you
Later.
next one.
Soon. Really.